Hello, in this iteration we will talk about navigation and in particular navigating to a new screen. So currently in previous project and so far we have only one screen in our project, in our app. So this iteration introduces how we can add a new screen to our app and how we can navigate between the two. Um, so it appears new, but we'll just follow the same steps. So here is where we are. Almost more than halfway through. We're in iteration 6 now, and we have 2 more to go. All of them related to that second screen. So first we're going to talk about the navigation, then how we can share data and move data from the first screen to the second, and then finally how to do the painting. Again, applying the app development process, problem formulation, solution formulation, and solution implementation. In the problem formulation, we define the scope of the app and how we're going to test it. So here the scope is to add a second screen or a second view and set up the navigation so the user can go from the first screen where they select the color to the second screen. How are we going to test this? The testing scenario is to load the app, move from the first screen to the second, and then come back. How are we going to formulate the solution? In the model, there's no changes in the model. Nothing will change. In the view, we will need to add a second screen. A second screen has 2 components primarily, a UI view controller instance. And if you recall, in the beginning of this project, we showed that the UI view controller instance, inside it is the actual rectangle area representing the screen or the view. So UI view controller will have the screen in it, so you have that. And then adding the navigation, so we'll introduce another controller called UI navigation controller, which is responsible for managing the different navigation responsibilities. And then on the controller, since we're adding a second screen, we will need to add a custom controller that will allow us to respond to events and control the second screen. So we learn how we can add a second controller and connect it to that second screen. So this is similar to project setup, but it's really second screen setup. So in the implementation, first we need to add a new instance of a UI view controller to the storyboard. Then we need to add a custom controller and connect it to that new instance. I have it here as a step 3, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I want to do that first in step number 2 instead of step number 3. So maybe I can change that. And then after that, add an instance of the UI navigation controller and connect the screens to each other. I actually forgot. Add a add a button to navigate or to initiate the navigation to the second screen. So that's all what we're gonna try to do in this iteration. So let's go ahead and do it.